Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Luening, Horst Luening. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. And today I have a Caledonia from Edradour, 12 years old, here on my cask, and I will taste that one probably today or tomorrow. And here again we are with the frequently asked questions. And a user asked me, had this question. He's a big whiskey lover and he would like to drive to Scotland. He's from the continent and would like to fill his newly built cask from a local cooperage with 100 liters of new spirit from Scotland directly at the distillery. And he asks if I have an address for him. Well, unfortunately, this task will be impossible to finish. There are a few reasons for it. The legislation regarding finance and duty and taxes in the European community is not harmonized. Every country has its own value-added tax and its own alcohol tax duty. And if you would like to move alcoholic beverages in bigger amounts across borders, then you will be taxed. And these taxes have to be risen directly at the point where the taxable good is produced. So if you're going to a distillery and the distillery says, well, I fill your cask, then you have immediately pay your duty. And in Scotland, this is an incredible amount of tax, about 35 pounds per pure liter of alcohol. It's incredible. It's one of the highest alcohol taxes in Europe. I think the Irish are quite high, and the highest are the Swedish, and followed by the Norway. They, I think, are around, Sweden is around 50 euros per pure liter of alcohol. And, well, those distilleries do not have the processes in place with the Her Majesty Customs Service. So there is no flash. You can't put your fingers on a form where you can fill out and say, well, I would like to pay that today. No, everything is not in cash. It's by direct money transfer. You do not have the approved tax numbers, so it's impossible for you. And on the other hand, if you fill a 100-liter cask, then you will end up with approximately 3,000 pounds of taxes. 2,500, whatever. So it's incredible amount of tax. So if you're living on the continent and have relatively low alcoholic taxes, then you would like to get that money back and pay your local taxes, which are around, say, around Germany, France. I think it's about 1,000 euros per 100-liter cask. Yeah, so unfortunately, no chance to fill that cask. And if you have the idea to fill it by a new make directly in a bottle, then unfortunately I have to tell you that new make spirit is even more expensive than matured whiskey. Yeah, why? Well, 99.9% of all the whiskey is sold matured, and 0.01% is sold fresh. So there's no chance to have a scale effect in this, that the new make would be cheap. Nah, no chance at all. So unfortunately, the chances to fill your own cask in Scotland and move it around the world is close to nil. Sorry about that. Second question and last one. It's quite a long question. somebody, it's a short question with a long answer. A guy asked me, what do I think about consuming whiskey every day? No good idea. But you're tasting every day a new whiskey here on your cask. No, not quite. Every day, every working day, I try to publish a whiskey tasting video. Part of them are done by my son, but a few are for me. And these whiskey videos are taken in a block. So I typically, at least I'm taking 2 videos so that the setup with the camera, with heating up the lights and everything, spreads on 2. Better is 3 videos in an evening, and I do that most of the time. And from time to time, I'm taking 4. These videos are then planned with a planning tool on YouTube to be published to the exact date and time, so that it seems as if I'm tasting whiskeys every day in a video, but no, I'm just tasting once a week. And the amount of whiskey I'm tasting here is quite low. It's 0.5 centiliters. A centiliter is 100th of a liter. You know those big whiskey bottles from the travel value, those are 1 liter. And from that it's a 20th. No, a 200th. Yeah, 100th is a centiliter, and half of that, a 200th of one of those bottles. So it's just a little bit. And this adds up over the year. So I'm taking, say, 150 videos a year, 3 in a week, and the other 2 on the weekdays are taken by my son. And this is with half a centiliter in some 0.75 liters of whiskey. 0.75, it's just a normal spirit bottle full of whiskey, and the average ABV might be around 45%, so I'm ending up with 1/3 of a liter per year. The average consumption of alcohol in Central Europe, this is higher than in other parts of the world, less than in former Soviet Union, but it's higher than in the US, for example, is around 10 liters of pure alcohol per year per capita. So quite a lot. So my alcoholic consumption is quite low, but I also do not consume alcohol every day. Because if you get ritualized that you have to have a whiskey every evening to calm down, to get to rest, then it will become a ritus, and this will, become a habit, and in the end, an addiction. Not in alcoholic terms, probably, but in habit. And this is the start of an addiction. And if the amount of whiskey is not half a centiliter as I'm consuming, but a good dram, a 5th or a 6th of a gill, so approximately 2.5 to 3.5 centiliters, then alcoholic consumption rises. Not so good. It is better if you take your whiskey as a reward for a good day, for your success in your work, for a wonderful day together with your friends. And then in the evening you get this reward for finishing this wonderful day. And never, never take the whiskey to forget a bad day. So this is the beginning of the end. alcoholic beverages and whiskey in particular is for, well, the good times in life, to increase the feeling of the good in life. That's it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, there's more to come as always. And this Caledonia should be savored after a very good day. Thank you very much.